Hi there, welcome to the channel. If you found this video, welcome to the space. You are so welcome here, and all these messages are divinely coming from Source and the Most High, as always. So I'm sending you love, abundance, healing, prosperity, and enlightenment for your day and week and month and year. So today we're going to be talking about emotional intelligence, and this is a really deep topic because I feel so many of us go through these emotional waves. It's something that I talk about on the channel a lot. So we're going to start off with self-awareness being the number one factor when it comes to being emotionally intelligent and just getting to know your emotions more. I think self-awareness is so important because if we don't know ourselves, if we're not used to ourselves and used to being in the present moment with ourselves, we can really get lost, and these negative emotions that might arise will take control of us. So it's about how do we be self-aware in these moments and take back control, be in control of what will happen, and live more of a meaningful, fulfilling experience, especially when having conversations with other people and being in rooms with other people, or just being alone, even analyzing yourself in your own space and seeing how you feel and being able to control the emotions rather than allowing them to control you. It's really important that we also practice certain things that will help us in these moments, especially when things can get challenging. I think it's so important to breathe deeply before even saying anything or acting on what you might be feeling. Breathe deeply and make sure you are here and present with yourself before even allowing these emotions to come through and be projected outwards. And I think it's also important that we practice mindfulness and being mindful in these moments. So I really do believe that when it comes to self-awareness, it's important that we are in tune with ourselves on a daily basis, not just like sometimes practicing. If you're somebody that is experiencing these roller coasters in emotions, it's about us practicing this on a daily. And remember that you're not alone. If you have people around you, it's important to also look at those people that you have around you. Who is there and who can you speak to about things? Because sometimes it's not always good to be in a bubble with the way you feel. It's also good to express and have a community of people that will understand you. And this is what this space is for as well, guys. If there's anything that you might feel you're going through or you want to have more clarity, then drop a comment down below, or you can message me on Instagram or wherever it might be. I'm here to support. Like, I'm here, and I understand that things can be quite intense. I think another point when it comes to emotions and whatnot, if you want to build your like skill with self-awareness and emotional intelligence, then I think you should probably start thinking about how you perceive other people as well, and how you respond to other people's emotions, and how you perceive the way other people feel without judgment. Because I really do believe that how we perceive people is how we can sometimes act ourselves without even thinking it. And also, if you're somebody that responds to people's emotions and you also let those emotions control the way that you are, and allow those emotions to sink in with your emotions, and then everything's being taken control of the situation, that's when you really need to start analyzing your actual interactions with people. So when you see somebody else is in like a distressed kind of state, or they're emotional, they're not, they're not of themselves a lot, they might be feeling a lot of negative emotions, I think it's important for us to practice empathy and practice actually caring, instead of maybe low-key in our minds being in a judgmental place, actually seeing how we can actually be of use to these people. Because remember, if they're expressing this, or they're in your energy and they're in the space, that means that they're projecting something to their support system, whether they realize it or not. And you might take this in a negative way, or you might feel offended. And sometimes it's good to analyze it in a different way and changing our perspective. And this can be very hard, and I understand that, but you can be way better in that situation. You can be the better person in that situation if you're able to analyze it and actually look at it from more of a mature place, rather than looking at it and saying, oh, I don't mess with this, like I'm all right. You get me? It's good if you can hold your positive vibrations, hold them up, analyze what somebody might be going through, and provide a constructive conversation whilst also protecting your energy. And this will build you up, because if you can analyze how other people move and how other people react, you'll start to see that you can actually apply that to yourself in certain situations. That's really helped me, I can definitely say that. And I think also, if you ever do get angry and you do get frustrated and you do feel fear and these type of things, I think it can be really a good idea to manage that productively. And this is where I'm always talking about things like meditation and journaling and all these type of things. It's like, how more self-aware can we actually get? Because I think that we can become so self-aware, and you can really start to think about yourself more now when you put certain practices in place. And also, yeah, like I was saying, that perspective shift as well. How can you look at things if you feel you are somebody that constantly perceives things in the negative light? Like, what is the worst of this situation? And I've seen this so much. I feel like a lot of people will look at something and see the worst, so they don't get too surprised when things don't go the way. And I understand that, but at the same time, don't let that be something that makes you quite hard on yourself. I feel like it's really important that we can see things in the positive light sometimes, rather than in a negative all the time, and really analyze the way that your perception is. Like, how do I actually perceive this right now? Because sometimes when we get angry, we get frustrated, we feel these emotions that aren't aligned with what we actually want to feel. I think that we can really sink into them, like really sink into them. But I think that when you can actually say to yourself in that moment, deep briefly, and say to yourself in that moment, I'm going to think positively right now. Like, I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm blessed. You can say affirmations to yourself in your head, and you'll see that you can actually change the situation very quickly. How do you want to perceive yourself in that moment? Ask yourself, how do I want to be right now? How do I want to feel right now? And you can change it. And a lot of people don't realize this, but you have so much power within you. You are literally part of God. You're a part of the divine, the creator. You have the control to control how you feel, because the emotions aren't you. They're separate from you. They're within, and you can feel them, but they're not you. So you can separate yourself from them, and it's very possible to do that. So on another note, I think it's really important for us to analyze challenges and setbacks, because setbacks can sometimes dig us deeper into that negative portal that we were just talking about. But I think that when you can get used to seeing setbacks as a lesson, seeing them as something that's only going to give you more XP, like in this game that we might be in, then you'll see that it will only make you stronger. And then when something actually comes, you can really manifest more and more, from just going through the hard times and mistakes that we go through. I had someone in the comment section in one of my last videos that was talking about how these setbacks, if we didn't have them, we wouldn't be the people we are, and we wouldn't be able to actually thrive as much as we potentially could, because we wouldn't know like what that feels like. So it wouldn't feel as good as it does when you do manifest what you want, and it's really important. And to end this video off, I just want us to be grateful for everything. Gratitude is the biggest thing, and what gratitude can give you is an abundance of prosperity, blissfulness, and abundance. So be grateful for everything. Like I said, be grateful for the setbacks, be grateful for the negative emotions you ride through. Remember, this is just something I have to experience, and when you get out of it, you'll feel even more. You're grateful for everything. Be grateful for the food you eat, the life, the love, the people around you, because there's so much to be grateful of. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.